Oh my God, hi! You look so good today, you know what I mean? So, I don't think it's shocking to say that the kind of makeup I like and the kind of makeup I wear tends to be a little bit more dramatic, colorful. I think I just kind of take for granted that most people like makeup the way that I like makeup, or that they wear and enjoy the same kind of cosmetics, because I follow a lot of YouTubers who like colorful makeup, who like really dramatic, colorful eye palettes. And I never really thought about that. I never thought about the fact that the average consumer probably likes neutral makeup, natural things, everyday wear stuff, until recently. I was recently having a conversation with my mom. She's a recent viewer of this channel. And we were kind of talking back and forth, and one of the things she mentioned to me was that she sees colorful makeup palettes all over the place, and she thinks they look really cool, but has literally no idea what to do with them. And half the time, she's like, I don't even know why people would buy that, because how are you supposed to make that work? Whereas I see really bright and colorful palettes, and I'm like, oh my God. I was thinking today it would be kind of fun to do a kind of beginner's guide to colorful eyeshadow. So, who are you? What's your story? Easy, because I decided it for you, because I'm the person who's driving this consciousness, and you are watching. Well, in reality, you are a camera lens, but you're a person who's at consciousness I can't access because we don't know each other. Anyway, you are ideally someone who loves makeup, who likes it, who uses it every day, or even just for like the occasional thing, but isn't really comfortable with bright colors, and you usually like stick to your average, you know, your browns, your neutrals, etc., etc. Well, today that's all about to change. You and I are gonna have a fun little talk today. We're gonna go over a couple things. I'm just gonna like, yeah, we're gonna get into it. So, that was a mistake. So you want a colorful eyeshadow palette to start doing kind of fun looks, inching your way into the drama, inching your way into bright, colorful, pastel, deep colored, dark, dramatic eye looks, and you don't know where to start. I would recommend staying away from expensive palettes at first, because if you know you're not really gonna get much use out of them, then you're kind of just like wasting your own money, you know? It's nice to have expensive makeup. It makes you feel bougie. It makes you feel like you've got some dough to burn, but if you're not really gonna use it, then you're not like making the most of that purchase. My personal recommendation would be going with something kind of inexpensive. There are tons of bright colored palettes you can go out and get. BH Cosmetics sells quite a few. ColourPop is relatively inexpensive. You do have to kind of shop online. So, you know, if you're like underage, maybe like get a parent to help you with that, or like, I don't know. But for example, the one that I'm just gonna show you is this one from Kara Cosmetics that I've had for a while. This is the Beach Days palette. And ignore the fact that it has a few different like glitters. This is kind of what I would recommend for someone getting started with color. Maybe you don't necessarily know how to use greens or blues or purple. Maybe you don't know how to use purple in your everyday makeup looks, but this is a really great, I think pretty inexpensive, I think I paid $9 for this palette, inexpensive way to start to kind of inch into that makeup stuff. And the great thing about it is that it doesn't, especially with these techniques that I'm going to show you today, you don't really need anything super expensive, and the quality doesn't need to be super good, because you're not really doing anything amazing in your life. You're not really going for gold, so the quality doesn't have to be like that buttery smooth $1 million feeling lips. What am I even saying at this point? You don't need expensive eyeshadow is what I'm telling you. I'm pretty sure that these are all legitimate techniques. These are just ones that I've used over the years. I definitely went from like a place where I was going from like 0 to 100 with color. I did not come out the womb with like a glitter eye, you know? These are all definitely techniques that I've learned over the years. For every single one of these ideas, these techniques, you should already have a neutral eye on. And by neutral eye, I mean like skin tones, browns. This is an example of what I'm kind of talking about. And if you're someone who has a natural eye look every day of like browns in your crease or whatever, then you're already kind of there. So just do your entire makeup look like you normally would, and then get started with these. So the first technique is a technique that I like to call the haze of color. All you need for this is one eyeshadow color of your choosing and a blending brush. You want it to be kind of like this. You don't want to go in with like a shading brush or anything that's really dense. You want it to be tapered. You want it to have kind of a rounded edge. You don't want it to be super dense. You want it to have some give, and you want it to be a little bit easy to work with and soft. Like soft is very important here. So all you're gonna do is pick out your color, literally dab very gently into the palette. The key to this is that you don't want to pick up much product, and you want to slowly build up, because with bright colors, even bright color formulas that are not the best, it can be easy to let them overpower a look. Gently dip in, and then very gently go over your crease line from the outer part of your eye about to the middle. And make sure you're going very gently at first. You don't need to be jamming it in there or like really hardly blending. Gently go in. If you've only picked up a little bit of product, what you'll find will happen is that very slowly you're gonna build up some color, but it's not overwhelming. It's just like your neutrals have a little bit of a hint of color, and that works amazingly. It's very easy to do, and it takes like literally no technique. It takes no effort. So that's number one. Technique two, all you need to do is go into your palette, find a color you like, and then grab that same kind of tapered blending brush. And with this one, you can grab a little bit more product. You don't have to be like whispering a color at your eye. And then you just take that brush, and in very small circular motions, you want to go and color in the outer third of your eye. Very easy to do, and make sure you're not pressing again super hard, and you want to make sure you're doing a blending brush so that as you're applying it, you're kind of blending out the color, so it kind of helps to blend in with that neutral eye you already have on. And that way you are kind of just introducing that color on the outer third. And applying makeup on your outer third of your eye can extend your eye out, and if you apply it correctly, it can actually lift your eye up. The third way, again, really easy. All you need is a very small brush like this. It does not need to be anything super exciting. This one is from Real Techniques. This is the, what are you? Oh, this is the Pixel Point eyeliner brush. This is way too thick for eyeliner. You're just literally gonna take this, grab yourself your product. I would personally recommend choosing something bright like an orange, a pink, a yellow. It's sort of like how when you do a neutral eye, you usually do your highlighter on your outer or inner corner of your eye. You're basically doing the same thing but with color. So just literally take it and just dab it into that inner corner where you would put your highlight, and do your best to kind of blend it a little. The next way, and this one, once again, is super easy. All you need is a flat eyeliner brush like this. And this one's relatively dense. It's not super dense, but it's dense enough that you can pick up like liquid eyeliner. There we go. And with this one, you're literally just, again, picking up a single color and gently underlining your under eye, using that like you would an eyeliner under your eye to define that area. She's looking a little confused. Now with this one, I do recommend avoiding pink and red unless you want to go for that look. Pink and red under your eye can actually make you look sickly or overtired. I would totally recommend choosing something like a deep navy, a dark purple, a dark green, because it's going to really look like you are applying just a hint of color. It looks a little bit like eyeliner under your eye anyway. So this one is a really fun way to incorporate a hint of color if you're choosing especially like a dark color, you know? Real talks. This is the part that you're just supposed to see each of these individually, but all together, I mean. And the last technique is definitely the most advanced, but it's not very difficult. All you need to do is pick two colors that blend together easily. So if you can find two colors next to each other on the color wheel, that's literally all you need. If you have any trouble with that, just literally Google color wheel, you'll find them. They're out there and you can find them and they exist. So for example, you could use like a green and a yellow, and all you're doing, this one's really easy because it requires minimal blending and literally requires like 2 brushes. You want a brush like this that's like a flat shader brush. This one you want to be a bit more dense, and then you literally just pick up whatever color you want, whether that's like a lime green and a yellow or a purple and a pink. Just make sure there are 2 colors that blend together well, and you apply 1 color on the outer corner and 1 color on the inner corner of your eye and blend them together in the center. So you're gonna pull the yellow towards the green, and you're gonna pull like the green towards the yellow, and so they eventually kind of blend in the center. And because you're using a flat brush, you're literally just going to apply it on your lid, like literally that easy. I would recommend applying the darkest color on the outer third and the lightest color on the inner third, and then all you have to do is go over it, over the very edge at the top of your lid with like a clean blending brush, just to kind of like buff it out a little, and there you go. Like, it's super easy. So that's it for today's video. This one was really simple. I just wanted to do something that felt a little bit more educational, considering that the last couple of weeks have they've been dramatic and they've been less than helpful. If you enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe. I make new videos every Friday and sometimes Sunday when I feel like it. I do all kinds of fun things here. I like to have fun with makeup. I do stupid, ridiculous things with makeup, and sometimes I even help other people have stupid fun with makeup. So, welcome. Hi. How are ya? Hey. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.